Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. I'm going to go over with you the assignment for your co-teaching project. I'd like to show you where you can find certain items and give you an opportunity to ask questions. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, so when I am in your D2L class, this is the same for all of the classes, so shouldn't look any different. First thing I want to call attention to you is that I have made a sign up here for you to do practice for your co-teaching project. There are 2 times, both an hour each, and you can sign up for times to come and practice the module, and you also can see what you'll be doing. But let me take you into assignment information, remember, over here on the left, and you'll see the co-teaching project, and you're going to notice that there is more information here now than there was potentially before. So let me show you the content. When you go here, the first thing you're going to see is the scenario itself. So if you click on CoPlanning Learner, you'll see what your vignette is. So you are going to be meeting with Miss Walker. She's the general ed teacher to plan a science lesson on the water cycle. Miss Walker is hesitant to change her instruction and doesn't understand the role of a co-teacher. So during the lesson, you're going to need to demonstrate understanding of co-planning and co-teaching approaches, which you'll learn more about this week in class. Professional communication and collaboration skills. So you really are going to have to work on those particular skills. That's one of the most important parts, as well as an understanding of differentiation and accommodations. Down here at the bottom, you'll notice that there are more supplemental information. There is the information on the 7 students with IEPs and gives you a little bit of information on each of the students. So how are you going to plan in advance for this? Right here, I've given you a planning guide that you can go ahead and download. Again, you have your student information here. And then some opportunity for you to just jot down some ideas. You don't have to hand this in, but this gives you the opportunity to plan in advance. So you can identify the co-teaching models you think you might want to use and how they would be used. And then what support can you provide as a special ed teacher? You also can state accommodations for each of the different students and how you would plan those accommodations in class. So you have some planning materials before you go into the module. My suggestion is to print this out, make notes on it so that you are ready to go. I also want to show you the rubric for this assignment. So the rubric is right here. And areas that you're going to need to hit within your assignment. You're going to have to make sure you describe accommodations and modifications for the individual students. You have to discuss the implementation of co-teaching strategy. You have to discuss ways that you can be of support as the special ed teacher in the class, and you have to develop rapport with the teacher. Each area is worth 15 points, and I've broken it down here. So for accommodations and modifications, to get the full 15 points, you'll need to describe more than 2 accommodations and or modifications that will benefit 2 or more students. Proficient would be 1 or more students, needs improvement 5. Co-teaching strategies, I'd like you to discuss at least 2. So that way I'm not putting the onus on you to not use 1 lead, 1 observe, or 1 lead, 1 assist. I would like to see you using different co-teaching models than that, but because the exemplary is 2, if one of them is that, then that would be okay. That would get you the full 15 points. Special ed support, identify multiple ways you can be of support. And then finally, developing rapport. And I'll be able to tell that by the way that the teacher is sitting, the way that the teacher responds to you. Now, the whole big point of this is really to develop that rapport and to be working with your co-teacher. So this video that I'm creating for you today will be in D2L for you. It's also part of this week's module, so that way I know that you're watching it. At the end of this in the module, I'm going to want you to state 1 question you still have regarding the co-teaching project so that I can answer any additional questions you might still have. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.